Ensuring opportunity and equipping students for success is more than just getting them into a classroom. Since 1976, Lakeside School has helped thousands of students from the 30 school districts throughout Bucks and Montgomery counties achieve success in school and in life.
Lakeside is a different kind of school. It's a therapeutic school. It's a community where we blend behavioral, clinical, and academic resources so that students can have every chance available to them to succeed, to grow, to develop in a successful way.
Our goal with all of our students is to either stabilize their progress in public school or provide support services that will enable them to get back to public school where they can be successful.
I just couldn't get the help that I needed, you know, and it was discouraging. So then, I mean, I kind of ended up, how I ended up here was, you know, I ended up not going to school, and it was kind of, I would say that was, you know, looking back now, it's kind of, you know, I just couldn't get the help that I wanted. It was intimidating, you know, and then come here, and within like 2 weeks, you know, I'm eating breakfast, you know, before school with the teachers. All the teachers want to help you. Not one of them doesn't know your name. You know, it's just like, wow, like if I need help, I can get it. Boom, I started doing good in school again. And eventually, you know, I was ready to go back, and I knew how to, you know, I had the tools to be able to figure everything out on my own if I needed to.
They brought me to the right path, and now I'm joining the Navy. I'm working in the office, have a full-time job, like all because of Lakeside.
I had a terrible drug addiction, and my parents had divorced, and I was not handling it well, and I couldn't even make it to school. And it was because I was at Lakeside. I wasn't in the criminal system, so there wasn't really a lot they could do. And I imagine it was pretty difficult for them to watch me just basically dwindle away, and mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I was as helpless as they were. And it was because of their effort. They wouldn't accept that I was just going to fade away.
I was struggling at the public school, my grades weren't very good, and I was not very nice to the teachers all the time, but ever since I came here, it's just my grades have improved a lot, and I don't fight with the teachers at all.
I had very bad grades, and I wasn't getting along with my teachers. I wasn't necessarily a problem child. I just wasn't getting along. My teachers were getting fed up with me, and I wasn't understanding what was going on. So my mother decided it was best for me to go here. I didn't want to fail, and they didn't want me to fail, but we didn't know how I was going to make it, you know, as an adult one day. And, you know, coming here really helped with that. That was a good decision on my mother's part.
As a parent, you never think your child's going to be in an alternative program, but we looked at a couple. This was the best one.
Initially, we were worried. We were very worried because we weren't sure how Jeremy would react. But as I said, when we got here, it was a very warm feeling, and Jeremy took to that very well. So, I mean, coming here and being here a couple days really showed us that it's okay.
I was acting out. I got kicked out of a lot of schools. I was in detention and suspension all the time, and I just kept on not fitting in at different schools.
More than transmitting information, success requires quality relationships and communication with students and parents. The environment at Lakeside School is designed to promote those relationships. Effective learning begins when students know how much you care.
Lakeside brought a personal attention to someone who would have just normally faded out of the public school system. I would have just dropped out and never to be seen again.
Get the privilege of maybe for a short time, maybe for a few years, walking alongside of that student, encouraging them, supporting them, getting to be one of their fans. And those are the rewarding times, when you get to see them achieve those successes, when you get to see some of the obstacles disappear, and then you get to see them realize what they're capable of.
I had an issue with any authority. I really didn't trust anybody. I had a couple run-ins early in school that made it very difficult for me to trust anybody that wasn't part of my family, really. Their staff was very unique in how they treated the students. I noticed that when I had a difficult time with anything, whether it be something at home or the schoolwork, they had staff on hand that really knew how to talk to me. Not only did they build my strengths, they helped me build my weaknesses, which I think made me a little bit more well-rounded as a person.
When Seth came to Lakeside, one of our concerns was this was the first school in recent years that he'd gone to that he knew no one. He came here and he's made new friends. You know, besides having a great relationship with the staff, he's also made new friends here. And you know, this is a complete turnaround from his last school.
I had bad days, I had awful days, I had good days, and no matter what, I still got the same acceptance and love from them. It wasn't conditional, and I think that is the best gift you could give anyone, especially when it's not your child.
Students need an environment that is conducive to learning. In fact, they need a school that is safe, nurturing, well-equipped, and focused on their individual needs. Students should feel good about their school.
The environment at Lakeside School is one of the things we take a lot of pride in. It is very purposeful when you walk around the campus and you see how it looks. The campus should be beautiful. We want it to be beautiful because we understand that we want the message to be given to our students that when they arrive to Lakeside School, they have come to a place where they are cared about, where they are respected, where they are loved.
It's a network of people that educate you about yourself, about your mind, and in a school setting, and you're able to get everything. You're not just getting one or the other. They took care of you emotionally, physically, and they were just good to you. And I'm so grateful for them.
Smaller classes is easier to get your work done one-on-one with the teacher instead of getting distracted and everything. You can just focus.
While we're working on all of their other issues that are going on, it's important that their education means something. So we want to have high standards. We use the state standards to develop our curriculum. We want to be able to send them out and feel prepared, whether it be going back to their home school, whether it be going into the workforce, or whether it be going to college.
The counseling aspect definitely really helps because I see my counselor once a week, and like I could even go see her once a day if I even asked to. I plan to finish this year, and I applied for a tech school next year, which I'm really happy about because I'm already enrolled.
I just see how students are treated as individuals. They are unique within themselves, and I see that across the campus. It's about our students, and we're all here to support you. And we want to see you be successful and experience success and know how that feels.
School must be a place where all students have opportunities to succeed. That success means different things to different students, whether it's personal growth, academic advancement, transition to public school, graduation, college enrollment, or career opportunities. At Lakeside School, students achieve success.
We've been very successful in building a process where students can come into a program and be back in their school district and be able to carry on with their lives. We're here to see students become successful, not simply to maintain them in some kind of a facility where that's where they stay. We want them to be with their peers and with their school programs.
Since graduation, I went to Monaco, got my associates in liberal arts. I just started my own landscaping business last year. So right now I'm in the process of kind of marketing it and building it. I'm a real happy person, love my life, and that's because of the opportunities I've been given. This place was my opportunity.
I say it's the best thing that happened to my son. I think in the long run we made the best choice.
I learned to walk with my head held high at all times because there's nothing I have to be ashamed of. I learned to respect myself more and apply that respect to everyone else. Because when you don't respect yourself, you can't respect anyone.
I didn't have that spark. Like, that spark was given to me by the opportunities that were provided to me. Like, when I got into treatment, I was definitely like the light was out. And slowly but surely, because people had faith in me, you know, they just kept reinforcing for me that, you know, that I could do it, I'll be okay. You know, just because you started this way doesn't mean that's how you have to end up.
Besides thank you, I guess I would say keep doing what you're doing, because there's other people like me out there that could just need a friend, just need someone to trust.
Lakeside saved my life because I was down the wrong path terribly, and then they brought me to the right path.